Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, schools across the region are taking no chances today. Many are closed in anticipation of snow in the forecast. Anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snow is expected to fall in Chattanooga tomorrow morning, and that's just in the valley. 4 to 8 inches are expected in the mountains. And in Georgia, Governor Nathan Deal has declared a state of emergency, giving the state more time to be better prepared. Here in Chattanooga, officials say they have snowplows at the ready, and we want to see your snow photos on the news. Remember to send your shots to us by uploading them to our Facebook page. The City Council will decide tonight whether to approve the largest commercial project in Chattanooga since Hamilton Place Mall. The $100 million Hillocks Farm development would include high-end apartments, offices, restaurants, and retail along Highway 153 in Hixson. And now, after 2 years of conflict, the only things standing in its way are tonight's vote and a recommendation from Mayor Andy Berke's staff that the project be denied. The development, formerly known as Chattanooga Village, was killed by the previous city council last year after a heated protest from the community. But many of the opponents have since thrown their support behind the project. Still, Mayor Berke and his staff say they believe the project will cause traffic problems. Are Tennessee lawmakers threatening Volkswagen? State Senator Bo Watson announced Monday that future incentives for Volkswagen may depend on if workers vote to unionize. He said that if workers vote to accept the UAW, additional incentives will have, quote, a very tough time passing the Senate. Those are incentives that VW could use if the company decides to build its new SUV here. But labor union attorney George Barrett warns that if state officials carry through with such threats, they could be sued. And state Democrats attacked Watson's comments. House Democratic Caucus Chairman Mike Turner called the remarks, quote, an outrageous and unprecedented effort by state officials to violate the rights of employers and workers. He said Republicans are threatening to kill jobs if workers exercise their right to organize. Meanwhile, Gary Watkins, president of the Chattanooga Area Labor Council, said he worries the GOP supermajority in Nashville has become, quote, a Republican dictatorship. Nevertheless, Volkswagen maintains there is no connection between the UAW vote and its decision about where to build a new vehicle. Still, U.S. Senator Bob Corker will hold a news conference about the issue today. Voting begins at the plant tomorrow. The Chattanooga Coca-Cola bottling company is eyeing the Olin Mills site for expansion. The company says it's interested in expanding its distribution facilities, but that there's a shortage of industry-zoned land in the city, which makes expanding a challenge. Still, the bottling company is looking at multiple sites, including the old Olin Mills plant and a few out-of-state properties. The Olin Mills land has been on the market since 2012, after that business was sold to Life Touch. A new poll shows Governor Bill Haslam's job approval rating has taken a dive. The Republicans' rating was at 61% in December, according to a poll from Vanderbilt University. But a new poll from MTSU shows Haslam's approval at 47%. The poll's director says the decrease occurred primarily among Democrats and independents. Haslam has been heavily criticized for declining $1.4 billion in federal money to cover uninsured residents. His approval rating among Republicans has stayed the same. Finally, longtime local journalist Clint Cooper has been named editorial page editor of the Chattanooga Free Press. Cooper has been reporting in Chattanooga for more than 30 years, and in the past decade he's been writing a weekly religion column for the paper. His editorials begin running today. Turning to weather, we'll see rain this afternoon with a high near 42 degrees. The low tonight will be around 31. That's it for today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.